It's the average hockey fan here, and tonight the Habs are in very tough against the San Jose Sharks. I heard today that they haven't beat the San Jose Sharks in San Jose in about 10 years. In the 21st century is what the guy on Hockey Inside Out said. I couldn't figure out when the last time they beat San Jose was because there's so many straight losses in San Jose. The Habs haven't won in San Jose in a very, very long time. Anyways, guys, as far as San Jose themselves, they're having a really good year. They have 86 points. They're second in their division. Their defense is strong. Their offense is good. They can score at will. Their goaltending is their one weak point. Neither one of their goalies have over a 900 save percentage. And Martin Jones actually has about 30 wins. I believe he has over 30 wins. Yeah, he does have over 30 wins, and he's under 900 save percentage, and that's the guy they're going into the playoffs with. So that's why my pick for the Stanley Cup Finals certainly is in the San Jose Sharks. They're a great team. They're built, besides the goaltending, they're built really strong from the defense out. They have a great defensive core. They have Vlasic, Burns, Carlson. Like, those three guys right there are all elite defensemen, like #1 A+. If you were giving them a grade, it would be an A for every one of them. And their offense is no joke either, no slouch. They had Jumbo Joe playing some of the best hockey he's played in years out of nowhere. They have Logan Couture. They have lots of other guys up front. Thomas Hertl, he can score at will when he's hot. So yeah, one bit of good news for Montreal is Erik Karlsson is out of this game. He's injured for the next 2 games, I believe. He's going to miss this one and at least the next one. That's what they're saying. It could be even longer for San Jose, so that's bad news for San Jose fans, but definitely good news for Montreal Canadiens fans, because we all know what Erik Karlsson can do to our team. We've seen him do it in the playoffs. We've seen him do it in Ottawa, and I don't want to start seeing him do it in San Jose. These teams don't meet very often, but when they do, it's usually a one-sided game for the San Jose Sharks. San Jose does seem to have Montreal's number. I can't remember if they played. I'm pretty sure they did play already this year. I honestly can't remember who won that game. As far as the numbers goes, San Jose's record is 36-19-8. They have 86 points. They're currently second in the Pacific Division. Their last 5 games, they're 3-2-0, so they're not red hot by no means. Their last game, they won 5-2 against the Chicago Blackhawks. Their power play percentage this year is a deadly 25.1%. They're 6th in the NHL. That shows how good the power play is in the league this year. Can't say it for the Habs, but as far as overall power plays are going, the percentage of the average, it's really high. 25%, and you're 6th in the league. That's a quarter of your power plays you're scoring on. Their penalty kills, 81.6. That's pretty solid too, 9th in the league. Their goals for is very solid, 238, good for 3rd. Their goals against shows their goaltending isn't the best. 206 at 18, so this is a team that needs to score at least 3 goals a game to win, judging by their goaltending numbers. Martin Jones, 50 games played, 31 wins, 13 losses, 5 overtime losses. You're looking at that record saying, man, he must be a sick goalie. Those are some strong numbers. 31 wins, 13 regulation losses. Nope. 2.93 goals against, .897 save percentage, and 2 shutouts. So his team needs to score more than 3 goals a night, or 3 goals a night, to win, because both of these goals pretty much average. If you put their average together, it's pretty much 3. It's pretty much almost an even 3. It's like 2.98 or something like that, because Dell is their backup, and he has 20 games played. He's also under 900, 8-6-3. 3.01 goals against, .892 save percentage, even worse, and 2 shutouts. As for Montreal, we all know how Montreal's doing. They won their last game. Hopefully they can get on a heater and get a streak going, because they're going to need it. Their last 5 or 6 game of the years is a murderer's row. So they want to build up as many points as they can. They don't want to get down to the last 5 or 6 games and go on a big slump. They just, because you look at the teams they're playing the last 5 or 6, every one of them are cup contenders. Their Montreal's record, 36-24-7. They have 79 points. They're still in the second wildcard spot. They're still 79. They're still 4th in the Atlantic Division. Their last 5 games, they're 3-2-0. Their last game was a nice 3-1 win over the LA Kings. The Habs dominated that game for the most part. Their power play is abysmal, 12.3. Also 0-for-1 their last game on their power play. Haven't scored a power play goal since, I believe, the Detroit game, but I could be mistaken on that. Could even be before that. Penalty kill, 80.2%, 16th in the league. Their goals for is solid 13th in the league, 204, so they're pretty decent scoring-wise. They're not like they were last year. Last year, where they were abysmal at scoring. Their goals against 194. That's also good for 13th in the league. Carey Price. I honestly think Price should start tonight. You cannot put Niemi in against a strong team like San Jose and have him blow the game for you before the first period, is even over. I know Price is being rode hard a lot, but I believe play Price this game and play Niemi in the Anaheim game. Because whether Niemi has a bad game or not, the Habs can load up Anaheim. Anaheim's a very weak team. They do give up a fair bit of goals. I feel even if Niemi let in 3 goals in that game, the Habs could still win that game. But if it's against San Jose, you let in 3, you're pretty much losing. Price, 53 games played, 28, 19, and 5. 2.51 goals against, .91 save percentage, 3 shutouts, and had a great game his last game with a .960 save percentage. Almost had a shutout. Niemi, 16 games played, hasn't played in 15 games. He played once, but he got pulled right away, so he's had about 5 minutes play in the past 15 games. 8-5-2 for Niemi, 3.75 goals against, .889 save percentage, and 0 shutouts. As far as Montreal's leaders, they've been the same. They've been the same for the past month, pretty much the same top 3. But as far as Domi, he's been their #1 the whole year. From beginning to end, he's pretty much been the stats leader. 1 or 2 guys may have passed him here and there, but he hopped right back on top. He's been the #1 points leader for the Habs all year. Domi, 67 games played, 22 goals, 37 assists, 59 points, plus 13, all career highs across the board, 17.25 minutes per game, 13.8 shooting percentage. I would like to see Domi stop taking less penalties, though. He leads the team in penalty minutes by a fair bit, and he does get a bit too aggressive and a bit too physical. And this is a game where you cannot afford to take dumb penalties. You cannot afford to go in the box against San Jose. If anything, try and draw them. Jonathan Drouin, 66 games played, 17 goals, 33 assists, 50 points, plus 1. 17 minutes and 27 seconds per game, and even 10.1 shooting percentage. I was about to say even 10, but 10.1 shooting percentage. As far as Drouin, anybody who watches hockey inside out, Chris Knuckles Nolan does not like that guy at all. Drouin has his games where he's off. He does look like a guy who can be a bit of a sucky player sometimes, but when he's hot, he's really good. And I find Knuckles gives him no respect at all. Even when he's really good, he's still ragging on Drouin. I love hockey inside out. I love Chris Knuckles Nolan. But if you don't watch Montreal Canadiens hockey inside out, you should go check it out and see Knuckles' opinions of Drouin. Oh my God, he absolutely tears Drouin apart. Tatar, 66 games played, 22 goals, 26 assists, 48 points, plus 16, 16 minutes and 20 seconds per game, and 13% even shooting. As far as San Jose, their numbers, their goal-scoring leaders are really good. Their defense is unreal. Brett Burns is having an unreal year. I haven't heard anybody say he could win the Norris this year, but he could definitely win the Norris with these numbers and how good he is defensively. Brett Burns, 66 games played, even with Erik Karlsson coming over this year, and with Vlasic playing like he is, and guys around him, Brett Burns still thrives. He's still the #1 D-man in San Jose. Brett Burns, 66 games played, 13 goals, 59 assists, 72 points, plus 12, 24 minutes and 52 seconds per game. I believe he's only second or third to Doughty and Giordano in the league for most minutes played. I know Doughty is #1. He plays 26 minutes per game, around about that, and he does not have good numbers. He only has 35 points, if I'm not mistaken. But Brett Burns plays pretty damn close to that, and he is thriving. And he only has a 5.2 shooting percentage, so 13 goals with a 5.2 shooting percentage. He could have a lot more if he could hit the net. Joel Pavelski, 66 games played, 36 goals, 25 assists, 61 points, plus 6, 19 minutes and 11 seconds per game, and a 21.3 shooting percentage. Solid numbers across the board for Pavelski. Logan Couture, this is a guy that the Habs want to shut down tonight. He always seems to play good against Montreal. 66 games played, 23 goals, 36 assists, 59 points, plus 2, 18 minutes and 41 seconds per game, and 14.4 shooting percentage. Now, as far as the keys to victory for Montreal tonight, if they do start Price, they have a goaltending advantage, so we need the Price to be absolutely solid. you have to be flawless on defense. You cannot let San Jose's defenders jump in on rushes, make stretch passes, cause turnovers in your zone and in the neutral zone, because San Jose's defense will eat you alive, and clear the traffic out of the front of the net, because they got guys who can shoot it from the point. They got Vlasic, they got Burns, they got other offensive threats that can shoot from everywhere. Let Price see the puck where it's coming from, and he will most of the 99.9% of the time stop it. I would like to see maybe Kakaniemi get a goal, maybe Mete get his first goal, or Jonathan Drouin get a power play goal. I'd like to see an early big goal that the team can rally around. Excuse me, guys. Because they're going to need whatever confidence they can get against San Jose Sharks. They're in very tough tonight. I need the Habs to win this game. If it was earlier in the season, I would be predicting a San Jose win, even though Montreal's my team. But I feel Montreal's so hungry, they need these points so bad. They're going to come out and get a big win tonight. I feel they're going to win 3-2. It may go to overtime, but I feel the final score will be 3-2 Montreal. And I feel Galley will have a big night. Galley's the type of guy who can step up against teams like this and score, especially against weaker goalies that can't stop guys that can shoot like Galley. Jones is by no means an elite goalie. He's having an abysmal year. I watch the hockey guy all the time. He's always ragging on how his save percentage is just close to 900, and then it drops. He's dying for Jones to get over 900 save percentage, but it still hasn't happened, not for any extended period of time. So yeah, that's my keys for victory. Get shut down. Don't let their defense have big nights, because their defense can kill you. Play a flawless game. Play the best you can. Do not make stupid turnovers, and stay out of the penalty box. Would love to see a power play goal tonight. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoy the game. Thanks for viewing the video. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Feel free to leave a comment telling me your predictions and who you think should start tonight and how you think the game is going to go. Who do you think should start tonight? Name me your Price. Give me your reason why. I'd love to debate it. I think it should be Price. Anyways, guys, like, subscribe. Thank you for viewing, and feel free to leave a comment. Have a great day. Mr. Average Hockey Fan, over and out.